I'm just going to get into it. Welcome back to Just Jossin Around, a funny podcast with funny people. This is episode 5 with my sister, McKayla DeBonis. My father refuses to be on my podcast, so this is his representative. And I don't know why Dad doesn't want to be on the pod. My dad is the funniest man ever, and is honestly the one that is like, I think would probably be the best comedian in the family, but refuses the spotlight.
I think he would be able to write really good. Like, I feel like, the SNL writers, I feel like he would like that. I think just performing it, I don't know if he'd be able to do it.
I don't know. You say that, but I've heard this man tell stories, and I'm like, it's great. Timing.
Yeah.
He's got the tags, the punches, everything. It's tremendous. I will say, I don't know if Dad knows his influence on me comedy-wise, but I mean,
I think he knows you bring it up every time.
I have to. He does. Because my first core memory growing up was we were in a hotel room, and Dad was laying on the couch and he was watching. I think it was Dane Cook. He was watching Dane Cook, and I was young, and I remember I just couldn't understand.
You listened to Dane Cook when you were a kid? Mom had it on her podcast, and I also listened to Dane Cook.
Yeah. Dane Cook is, I love Dane Cook. I know that there's controversial opinions about Dane Cook, but he's great. That guy. But I just remember Dad watching him, and me, I had no, conceptual understanding of what stand-up was, and I was like, what's happening? But also, Dad was cracking up, and I was like, that's insane. And then I didn't really follow comedy, and then I had major depression, and then I was like, I think it's time to laugh. What'd you do this weekend?
I went to Lincoln. I went thrifting, and then I did.
Okay, that's one thing about McKayla, you don't like me. Let's address that.
No, hold on.
I live in Lincoln, Nebraska, and whenever she's there, she refuses to tell me. She doesn't want to see me.
It's not your day. My friends live up there. There's Joslyne days, and then there's friend days. It wasn't a Joslyne day.
Every day's a Joslyne day. I am a Leo. She's also a Leo.
I'm a Leo, yep.
We have a huge Leo family.
Yeah, because you're August 6th. I'm the 12th. Dad's the 13th. Bam, bam, bam. And then extended family.
That's
half of them
so
are Leos.
much ego in a lot. Grace, what's your zodiac?
I am a Taurus.
Nice.
I could see that.
I have no idea what that means, but I don't follow.
Earth, you're grounded.
Okay.
Tauruses are I've been told, I don't know, so don't be like, I don't identify. But I've been told that Tauruses, they're very, they're like the Italians of the zodiac sign. They just like to just relax and have good food.
I would say that that's accurate then.
Yeah, they just want to, everything that they do is so that they can be in a relaxed state of mind. But when they work, I think Tauruses they're the bulls, so they're more stubborn or hard-headed or whatever. But I love Tauruses. Besides the point. Well, I'm glad you had a nice weekend without me.
I really did, yeah.
I did my first theater this weekend. And I would have loved for McKayla to have been there. And she told me she was like, I was in Lincoln, and then I left.
I had to leave. I had to go hang out.
I'm glad to hear it.
We had to watch Game of Thrones. I had to leave.
Dude, that show is inappropriate.
That show is so effing good. I don't even care. That show is so good.
Do you watch it with the family?
Yeah. We are all in it.
Oh my God.
Julie's in it, Mom's in it, Dad's in it. Mom will skip through anything. It's not as bad as White Lotus, first of all.
White Lotus was...
Dad could not watch it with us after a few episodes. He's like, I'm going to have to...
Watch it separate, yeah. It was so inappropriate.
It was weird.
Okay.
Every 2 seconds.
And, I'm watching shows alone, and I'm, screaming in my... oh, my God.
Yeah. It's so unexpected and much more vulgar than just normal sex. It's whoa, why? That's not what I expected.
It's so unnecessary. I feel it doesn't enhance the plot.
No.
It just makes me feel weird, and now I can't watch this with people.
Yeah.
And it's a White Lotus took it too far.
Yeah,
in my opinion. I don't know.
Yeah, I agree.
I don't know if this is a funny story, but it's something that happened over the weekend. And I will probably be repeating this story next week. So this weekend, a cool guy came to town. His name is Sam Talent. He came to Zoo Bar. I'm a big fan. I have his book. I got to meet him, and he signed my book, except I was speechless. I couldn't talk. I literally was like, I've never had that, like, have you ever been, like, starstruck before? Or, like, I don't know. What?
Do you remember at Durham Museum when it was FDR?
What?
Do you remember the FDR guy who was in the wheelchair and he was pretending to be Franklin Delano Roosevelt? And I could not.
You would get starstruck by a historical figure. It's like Justin Bieber walks by, you're like, I'm good.
I couldn't handle it.
Biden comes by, you're like, holy shit. You are the biggest history buff that I know. Honestly, your story, like, you retaught me almost all of U.S. history. You just have, like, a way of telling stories that I'm like, I love hearing you recount history. What's your favorite historical event?
I mean, you can't ask that. It's okay, so I've been listening to this podcast. It's called Weird History Podcast. And he goes into all these different things. And so, like, the other day, I listened to why Shakespeare hated hedgehogs.
That's so specific.
Right?
I mean, can you boil it down?
So you know how
they made an entire episode about that?
Yeah, it was like a solid 15 minutes, too. He didn't like them. He did not like them. In his place, he calls them gross and slimy. Like how we would describe a snake or a bat or a rat. That's how he felt about it back then. Like they were mystical, they were evil. He didn't like it.
Okay.
He didn't like it.
He had no specific experience with it, just saw one and was like, fuck that.
Well, when you think about it, they're spiky. Like, we think of them as cute because we like...
Adorable, very small face.
But, like, back then, they were spiky. You could get hurt from them. They weren't...
Not a stylish animal.
Yeah, no. They didn't like them.
You taught me something.
Yeah, you're welcome.
You did.
Yeah.
I do like hearing you talk about history, though. You have a way of, like... You, like, broke down, like, the history of pirates to me in a way that I was like, that is so interesting. You could be my history teacher. But what I was saying was, have you ever had an experience where you've met, like, a celebrity and been starstruck?
It has to be a celebrity.
No, or just somebody that you really, like, respect and admired, and you acted stupid. Because I get weird. Like, if I meet someone that I'm, like, I can't talk. Mm-hmm. He signed my book saying, to my shy friend. I'm not shy. But to this guy, I was shy. I could not. I was speechless.
I do that with people, like, I don't know. Like, it could be someone that I know. Like, I was just in an interview, and the guy who was interviewing me, I couldn't talk. I was like, okay. All right. Mm-hmm. Okay.
Customer service voice?
Yeah. Oh. Okay, yeah, that sounds great. Uh-huh. Okay. All right, yeah. Mm-hmm. All right, yep.
The customer service voice has been an ongoing joke between us because, guys, McKayla is a Scooters veteran, which if you're unaware of what Scooters is, it's the heart of Nebraska coffee. Mm-hmm. It's the most popular coffee chain.
It's true. In Nebraska, specifically.
And you served.
Yeah.
Thank you for your service.
Like 2 years they had me.
Like a soldier.
Yeah.
They do run, Scooters does run their stuff very, military.
Yeah, tight ship. Tight. Yeah. No effing around in Scooters. It was awful. But I do remember every time I was on headset, because I like doing headset. You didn't really have to do anything else except for talk to people, and I was okay with that. But here, let me just get into it. Yeah. Hi, welcome to Scooters. What can I get for you today? And...
Do you want to do a role play?
Okay. Okay. All right. I'm going to upsell you. I'm going to upsell to you, like, the whole time.
Yeah, no, that's what I want.
Okay. Hi, welcome to Scooters. Can I interest you in a caramelicious muffin today?
Absolutely not.
Alrighty, what can I get for you?
I just want a black coffee. Do you know how to make? Can you guys do black coffee?
Absolutely. And did you want that as a large?
No, I want the senior discount. I want the small. Do you guys do senior discount?
No. No. No one would ask for that. It's like,
you've never had a 70-year-old man come through your line before?
No.
I've been abused by older men asking for black coffee and pretending like I don't know what black coffee is.
They know we have black coffee. The military discount people. They come through and are mean. I have no, because I'll be like, yeah, can I see your military ID? Because when I'm at window, that's just what you ask. Everyone asks that. No one has never not asked for your military ID.
You got to see it.
I got to see it. And this guy who was like, you're basically calling me a liar by asking me for my ID. You're basically calling me a scammer for not asking me. And I was like...
You're like, I'm doing my job right now, sir. Remember your job in the military?
I don't think he had one. He was having...
What was he?
He was probably 60. Oh. And he didn't have his military ID or just refused to show me.
Wow.
Because he wasn't gonna be complicit in me thinking he was a liar. And anyway,
Sorry.
No,
I was gonna say, do you have any like nightmare stories as like working as a barista?
Yeah. It's always military discount people. Always. So I wasn't on window. I was in the back because I was acting as shift lead, and I was in the back just doing stuff so they could work on drinks. And then I hear screaming. And at first I thought I was laughing. I'm like, oh, what are we laughing about? And I came up front, and this poor girl, she was brand new. She just was like, McKayla, there's a woman at the window. She has a question for you. And I was like, yeah, okay, what's going on? Because I'm still in like scooters mode, and I'm dumb. And I was like, all right, she has a fun question for me. I was like, what's going on, ma'am? And she was like, I don't know what kind of place this is. Where you ask for me for my military ID when I'm trying to get a scooter's drink.
She's all the way from New York. She's come try some scooters.
And I was like, well, do you have it on you if you want the military discount? And she was like, I don't know why that matters. I know the owners. Okay.
That's my favorite. That is my favorite part of working any kind of service industry job is I know the owner. You're like, really? How do you think I got this job?
Yeah,
I need to meet the
too.
guy.
Yeah, she's in the back. Do you want me to go get her? She's doing flipping inventory for the week.
You're like, I have a beer with this guy every week. I'm like, I know him. I know him more than you do. What's his middle name? What does he want for his birthday? You have no idea.
God. Anyway, she called the manager on me. But my manager was just kind of like, oh, don't worry about it. Just next time, give her the discount. And I was like, no. I was like, for sure. But no, I won't. It was a group of them. I'm pretty sure they were all part of a family.
Lying about
scammers trying to get that 10%.
It's just 10%. It's tax. It's 10% at the most.
If I like you, though, I will press it another 2 times to give you 30%.
I've literally never had that happen to me.
Really? I do that too. I did that to you all the time when you came through.
Maybe the scooters prices are insane because I was paying, but also I was getting like drinks.
Yeah,
I was getting like blended drinks.
Yeah, I remember that.
I'm full black coffee now. I don't even mess around.
It's not good. It doesn't.
No, black coffee's great. And honestly, I swear, I think I lost like 20 pounds by not like drinking milkshakes from scooters. Wow. That's what they were.
Yeah,
they were straight up milkshakes. Yeah. God, being a barista at that capacity sounds like the most terrifying job, especially when you told me that they have the drive times where you have like...
Oh, yeah. You have to do it under like 2:30. And in the morning, people want like 16 drinks because they're heading to work. They want to bring everyone a drink. And so it's like 16 drinks and we need to get them out. And then they can see what your average time was, and they would like text you. They'd be like, hey, I noticed like our time like wasn't doing good. What's going on? Like, what happened this morning? And it's like, you were there. You were effing there.
You didn't help.
Yeah.
You didn't help. That gives me flashbacks to like similar but not, but like Old Navy. Fun fact, I used to manage the hell out of an Old Navy. Mm-hmm. The shipment department, 5 a.m., we would have pallets of just boxes, and I was leading the team. And I was like, I was running that, but also not efficiently. I was like the fun manager. I would like come in, they'd be like, yeah, we're not going to get anything done. And then my boss was like, listen, you guys are slow. It should not take you 8 hours for 2 boxes. And I was like, well, we like to have fun here. That's what we like to do. I don't know. I've been doing a lot of, I don't know, I'm segueing into a different topic. I feel like that was done.
Yeah.
But
no, we're good.
I don't know. I've been writing a lot of material about going on bad dates. And when I write my material about going on bad dates, I can't help but think about the stories you've told me about your bad date experiences. Because I think by far you have the worst luck.
It's not even a date. It's a hangout. That I think it's a hangout. They think it's a date. Are we talking about the roller rink?
Oh, that's what this is
one.
for. Yeah.
So
please set the scene.
We're at the roller rink in Bellevue, the fun one, and the guy I was with, I didn't know he was romantically interested in me. I thought we were just hanging out, having fun. But then the whole time he's like trying to show off. Like he's really working to show off. Like he's going backwards. He's going as fast as he can around. He's working up a sweat. Mm-hmm. So much so that his gray khaki shorts are like soaked. Like I'd say an hour and a half in, but not soaked in the areas you would think they would be soaked. So like around the waistline where his belt was, sure. His butthole, like that specific hole, water, just sweat down. But then also, interestingly enough, in the front where his penis would be, soaked.
No.
Soaked. And I didn't know, like, because as a friend, how do you tell him, hey, you might want to go to the bathroom? I think you spilled water on
That is the biggest ick.
On your penis.
That's the biggest ick. That's the biggest. Honestly, you told me that story. I think I started convulsing. That is, out of all the icks for men, I think sweat down the butt, or like, one time I saw this. I wasn't on a date with this guy, but this guy came out of the bathroom, huge wet stain where the hole was on the back, and I don't know. I have so many icks for men. Grace, what's your biggest ick in a man?
I don't know, maybe if we're like eating and they have food all over their face and they don't realize that, but it's like too soon for me to say anything. Because that's all I'm going to look at, you know, when they're talking.
I feel like that's me, though. Like, I'm the one with food on my face.
Oh my God, you eat like an animal. I'm sorry, I love you. But I've also lived with you, and I know your eating patterns, and they're ridiculous. It's like, I'm trying to think of, I don't even know how to convey. There's a lot of like, I don't want to say you're playing with it, but you're doing a dance with the fork.
I like to get all the bites I need in, and sometimes I have to move food around to get the bites I want in the fork. Like, I have to move things around. I'm not playing with. Mom gets so mad at me because I'm eating dinner. I'm like, and she gets so mad. I'm like, I'm just making it.
Freaking scatting with your fork on your plate. Like, just eat her food. God, I don't know. I'm trying to think of. I feel like I need to have more icks because I feel like the red flags, I ignore them. I ignore the red flags, and then the thing that draws the line for me, like the where I draw the line is never like sensical. Is that a sensible? Sorry, I don't know if that's the right word. But can I get a dictionary check on that? But like a guy will be like, yeah, I'm 2 months behind on rent.
Wow.
I'm just pulling random. This isn't like.
And you said we're done.
No, but he'll be like, I'm 2 months behind on rent, or I like, you know, I'm still in love with my ex. I don't know, crazy things, and I'll be like, this is fine. We can get through this. And then, you know, maybe he'll take his jacket off, and it'll be, you know, bad posture. And I'm like, all right, I have to tap out. I can't do it. So I feel like I'm not like, my red flags or my icks are not normal things. Like, I ignore the obvious red flags, but it's like the little icks that I'm like, all right, I gotta tap out. Like a guy gets out of the car and his butt crack showing. No, I'm not doing it.
I feel like I ignore my icks. Like, even if I do find something icky, I'm like, that's not nice of me. I need to keep this going.
That's internalized misogyny. We need to be capitalizing on our icks.
That's true.
This is true. If you're a disgusting man, I'm going to tell you about yourself. I saw a man recently wore a open tank top, a bro tank, and this was like in the middle of winter.
Oh, the ones that...
Yeah.
Oh, I hate those.
Disgusting. I'm sorry. Those do disgust me. I don't care how good your body is. I don't want it.
Yeah, those are nasty.
Keep it out of my face. Maybe as a cover-up for the pool. But I don't want to see you. I don't want that.
I think that's the male version of a crop top.
No.
Would you agree?
No.
Why can't they just wear the crop top?
I'm not disagreeing. I just think crop tops are actually attractive. Like, if you have a...
Yeah.
I think that they're...
Like, back in the 80s when they wore the mini shorts and the crop tops, why can't we go back to that?
I think it's good fashion.
Why can't we go back to that?
I think, like...
It is coming back.
Oh, my God.
I want a man who explores fashion.
Yeah.
But not too much.
Oh, what do you mean? What's
like,
too
I
much?
don't want to be stressed about what they're going to wear on the date. I've dated a guy where I'm like, I'm so anxious about what he's going to pull up wearing. Because it's like, I love adventure and style, but it's like, maybe the taste wasn't there. Oh, and so he shows up, I'm like, this is
not it.
I don't know. I don't know.
I could see that.
But yeah. Did Butt Sweat get a second date?
He got a second hangout, and then at some point we started dating. And then
I can't believe you went on a date after that. I'm sorry, Butt Sweat, I draw the line.
He is a good person.
I don't care.
Has a kind heart. And I got along with him very well. That, for me, is all the requirements.
That is actually, those are good requirements.
Thank you. Thank you.
Mine are like, knows how to get a good deal.
Well,
has a variety of coupons available.
Wow.
I love a discount.
I like to be that person. I like to be the coupon deal person. Like, he has to rely on me for that.
I think it could be a joint effort if we both bring a discount to the table.
Yeah. I can see that.
I don't know. Recently, we got into a discussion, and I thought it would be good to bring up on here and get everyone's opinion. Because you have a lot of controversial opinions about this. Hailey Bieber, Selena Gomez.
I feel like, hold on, I feel like it's too black and white. Hailey Bieber, Selena Gomez. What about Justin? I think Justin has more to do with this, and I think I don't know.
I do have to say, Justin Bieber, he has been mighty silent.
Yes.
He's been mighty quiet about this situation.
Yes, he does not love his wife. I've seen it. I've seen the videos. I've seen him slamming the car door on her as he's leaving the car. I've seen him just running away from the press, leaving her behind. He
doesn't care. I swear, my whole TikTok feed for weeks was like videos of just proof that Justin Bieber hates Hailey. And honestly, the proof is damning.
Yeah.
It is like...
He does not care for her at all.
No, but then the social media evidence of Hailey Bieber copying like Selena and like her tattoos and the things that she says, that's crazy.
But do you think it's because Justin doesn't love her and so she's trying to get him to like love her, and she knows that he loves Selena, and she's like, God, maybe if I'm exactly like her and I also put her down, he will love me. I don't think it's right. I don't think it's right.
It's so wrong.
But I don't think Justin is in the right. And I say this as a early believer. 2013, the Believe tour.
Way back, yeah.
I don't think he's a good person, and I don't think he loves his wife.
You saw Justin Bieber. Where did you see him?
South Korea. I lived there. I didn't like go out there to see him.
That's a hell of a destination. That's honestly a story in itself. What was that experience like? Did he switch it up any?
I cried the whole time. He took off his flippin' t-shirt, and I bawled my eyes out.
He was like 13.
Yeah.
He's like square body. You're like, that's okay. My first concert I went to was Miley Cyrus.
Ooh.
And she was right before Can't Be Tamed, but like Hannah Montana Forever was like Dunzo. And she was starting to get promiscuous. She came out on stage in like this like igloo thing, and she busted out of it.
Ooh.
And I bawled. I sat on the floor and I cried. And my stepdad brought me, and he was like, we paid so much money for you to be here. Get up. Get up. And I was like, I loved her. And then she like rode around on a motorcycle in the air. Bro, it was crazy. I still love Miley Cyrus.
I didn't like flowers.
She a baddie, she knows she a 10. You didn't like flowers?
I hated flowers. I'll say it. I didn't like flowers.
Explain.
It's not good. Whoa, whoa. It's not.
You can't just say it's not good. You have to qualify.
I feel like I've heard that song 10 million times.
Because isn't it a Bruno Mars remake?
Yes, but I feel like it is, but it's, I don't know what to call it. I feel like other artists have been making the same songs since like 2020.
Yeah.
It's the same song over and over and over again, and I can't do it. I've heard it, we've done it.
What's your genre of music?
I hop around.
I know you hop around.
I'm here and there. I've been listening to some Fleetwood Macs, the Beatles lately.
Do you think you're cool?
Yeah, I do.
Before I got here, I was listening to aggressive, violent music. I don't know. I don't know. I can't help it. I really like indie alternative.
Yeah,
I love that stuff. But like sometimes you just need Drake.
When I hear like aggressive,
Okay,
like I don't think Drake.
I panicked last minute and I said Drake, but I was listening to Suicide Boys.
Okay.
I love them. I saw them in concert. That's what they sound like, and I love it. I don't care. The beats go hard. My high school experience was like growing up in like SoundCloud era. Mm-hmm. Were you in the SoundCloud era?
No, I just recently got into SoundCloud. Like, I just made a SoundCloud account.
Listen, not to brag, but I dated a SoundCloud rap. Mm-hmm. He is dead now. Rest in peace. Did I make it weird? Did I get weird? It always gets weird. I bring it up. Sorry. Did it get weird? I'm sorry.
You dated him. You would make it weird. I'm not gonna make it weird.
I didn't think it was weird. Honestly, out of all of the exes to pass away, not a bad selection.
Yeah, he's probably number one. Number two, though.
Number two is... My list of exes is terrifying.
Absolutely awful.
It's absolutely horrendous. My dating history is like... It's like when I go to therapy, it's kind of just like, let's break this down.
Awful.
It's bad.
And every time I told you, something is off with this guy. Something isn't right with him. And you're like, Michaela, no, God. We skipped class to go over to his house and nothing, his mom is so sweet. Nothing, I'm like, you skipped what?
Listen,
why is he?
I know my flaws. My flaws are, if you're over 6'3", I'm not making the right choices.
You should have made that rhyme. If you're over 6'3",
you're for me.
Yeah. Yep.
God, it's like I don't even do comedy. I stink.
God, Dad would have had that immediately.
I know. Well, Dad doesn't want to be on the podcast, so Dad would be hilarious. I feel like anytime Dad tells a story that goes really well, he just is like, you can't use that for your act.
Yeah. He's like, you can't. Like, he knows it's funny, and he doesn't want you stealing.
I can't steal it. I can't. I physically cannot.
He feels like you would, though.
Listen, I hate to take a sharp turn.
Okay, do it.
This is random, but it has been heavy on my heart. Who is the best Spider-Man?
Andrew Garfield.
That's right.
Thank you.
Thank you, Grace.
Thank you, Grace.
Blasphemy.
Ooh, who do you
Blasphemy.
think? Who do you think?
Blasphemy.
Who?
Tobey Maguire. Tobey.
He's good. He's okay.
He's fantastic.
He's probably second.
His range of emotion is beautiful.
He's second on the list.
No, he's number one. Andrew Garfield. What is Andrew Garfield bringing to the table?
Everything. Have you seen him?
Nothing. He brings nothing.
I don't.
No, those glasses that he opens up with,
Yes.
he's the cute nerd.
Yeah.
I don't care.
I agree.
The definition.
I want
Yes.
passion. I want a passionate.
Oh,
I want a passionate Spider-Man.
No, he had all the passion you
No,
could ever
I don't
need.
care.
No,
I don't care.
You need to rewatch those movies.
I don't want to, because I want to watch a good Spider-Man film.
Okay.
I'm watching Tobey Maguire.
When Snoozeville and Tobey Maguire.
Wow!
I am-
Even the third one with James Franco? You psycho?
I don't think I've seen that one, actually. I've seen the first two, and they were boring.
You're speaking without the facts right now. That's what you're doing.
Wow.
Oh my god! I'm sorry. Tobey Maguire. Okay.
I mean, at least we can agree that Tom Holland is not the best Spider-Man. He's good, but he is not the best.
No, but you know what? Because he's not trying to be the best, I respect him.
What's your list? What's your full list?
Honestly?
Wow. Are we... oh.
My honest to God, the honest truth, Tobey Maguire... I'm speaking facts, by the way. Like, I know when... Like, if this is a clip that gets... People are going to agree with me.
No.
It's Tobey Maguire.
No.
What's that guy's name? Tom Holland?
No! It's not! It's not!
And, Tobey Maguire, Tom Holland, Andrew fucking Garfield.
You're
down.
Fucking right! Okay, I will give you, if you want to put Tobey Maguire number 1, I will negotiate, I will compromise with that.
I just think that maybe you were a year or two, like, you just were maybe too young to, like, but even though we're very close in age, it might have just been slightly...
He's iconic, sure, I'll give him that. He was a good Spider-Man.
Iconic, you said that
Andrew Garfield, in my opinion, maybe it is because I'm more attracted to Andrew Garfield than I am Tobey Maguire. Maybe that's what it is.
And that's fine, but you have to admit that. Okay,
I'm admitting that. However, I'm going to have to rewatch those movies.
Grace, what's your defense? Because I haven't forgotten that you sided with her.
Okay. Disclaimer, I have not seen any of the Tobey Maguire ones.
I have to go.
So okay, the only reason I got into it is because of Emma Stone, to be honest.
Yeah.
And then they dated. I mean, all of the actors have dated. Yeah. But Emma and Andrew...
They were the best.
I had a fan account for them on Instagram, and it still is up there. Just saying, that's how invested I was in this group.
How comfortable are you with sharing the name of the account? If maybe at the end of this episode, you just want to put it up.
Pull it up?
Yeah. So we can get a good following going on that account. I'd like to support that account. Mm-hmm. Did you ever have any fan accounts growing up?
No, but I read a lot of, like, fan fiction from fan accounts. Like, I supported them.
Like, you were into fanfic?
I still am. I still read it to this day. Joslyne, you don't know joy. You don't know happiness. And that's okay. But don't judge me for it.
You attacked my happiness. Okay. You know what? I'm not going to tear you down, but I am going to inquire. Mm-hmm. Please, don't be shy. What are we reading? What are we into?
I don't know if you remember Gravity Falls.
Hold on.
I was, like, in elementary, middle school, and do you remember the triangle? Bill Cipher, I was so attracted to him.
I don't know if this is an option, but I wish we could pull up a picture of what she's describing for people who maybe don't know. Well, first of all, we're talking about an animation. Let's just start.
First,
you're attracted to an animation. Okay.
Yeah. I stand by that.
Of all animations to be attracted to, I just wouldn't have pegged you for, Gravity Falls Triangle gal.
It's a guy.
Well, I was you as the gal, but
yeah.
Like, Danny Phantom exists.
Oh, I liked him. I'll tell you who I liked better. So this was before Bill Cipher. This is when I got into anime when I was like 9. I don't know. Sonic the Hedgehog.
Stop it right now.
Sonic X.
Please don't tell me you were attracted to Sonic. I can't.
Fast. That show is so good.
That is... These things, it's not even animation portraying humans. It's a shape and a hedgehog, which reminds you, Shakespeare would not approve of. Shakespeare would fucking hate Sonic. He's like, the American culture is glorifying. He would have hated like Sonic. Demonic. I think we can, Shakespeare hates Sonic. He was ahead of his time. He was so ahead of his time. Sonic is cool. Not my favorite, like, in the video game realm. I'm not going towards Sonic.
Who's your favorite?
Listen.
I'm okay with it. Who's your favorite?
That's a loaded question. Yoshi will always... I will always...
It's a basic answer. It's basic.
It's
like, all right.
All right. It really depends on my state of mind. If I'm invested and I care about the game... Okay, I don't know. Okay, I'm thinking of Mario Kart.
Yeah,
Mario Kart, there is a way to line up the things so that you, like... if I'm playing Mario Kart and I need to win, I'm going Bowser on a bike. On a bike. I need something small and aerodynamic because I swear I just hit those corners a little bit faster.
Yeah. I am Peach on a bike. Always Peach. But sometimes a bike, sometimes I F around. I see if a cart will do.
A cart will never do. Unless you have, the wheels have to be small.
Yeah.
If you're putting big wheels on your thing, on your cart, on your bike, I don't think you know what you're doing.
They look cool.
I don't care. I'm trying to win. With that being said, I brutally lose.
Every time.
Every time. I honestly am really bad.
You know who's really good at it, though? Julie. Julie is...
Juliana is our sister, 14.
14. Wow!
I think I said she was 13 on the last episode.
I can't. Yeah, she's 14, and she's mean. She's a mean Mario Kart player. She's not nice.
Juliana is... I honestly want Juliana. I know she would never be on the podcast, but she would be... She's so funny and smart. Mm-hmm. Like, I can't... And also, has seen every episode of Shameless.
I've never seen Shameless. And then I was talking to you about it, and I was talking to some other people, and they were like, how old is your sister? And I was like, oh, she's like 13. And they were like, she's seen Shameless? And I was like, yeah.
Shameless is just a heavy
Do you want to know why she watched Shameless?
Why?
Okay, do you know, is his name the redheaded guy? Cameron Monaghan's his real name.
No!
So he was in Gotham as the Joker, and Julie fell in love with Cameron Monaghan. Love with this kid. And then she found out he was in Shameless, and that's why she watched Shameless. But then she found out he was gay in Shameless, and she was slightly disappointed.
I don't know the guy's name, but the guy who plays Lip is the hottest person in the series.
Julie likes Cameron Monaghan. I don't know. I don't know who Lip is.
Lip Gallagher. I don't know his actual name. Gosh, I wish I could be like, you know, like you ever watch Joe Rogan where he's like, Jamie, pull it up, and then Jamie pulls it. I'm supposed to be the Jamie right now, and I can't do it. But anyways, Lip Gallagher is a fine species of a man. He's got a lot of passion.
I couldn't say. I can't. I don't know Lip, but I do know.
Do you know Jacob Elordi?
I feel like I know that name.
Euphoria, Nate.
Oh, yeah. I saw him in the kissing booth. 1 and 2. Amazing.
Oh, my. That man is
handsome.
So
handsome man.
Thoughts on Jacob Elordi?
Honestly, not a huge fan. I did watch all of Euphoria, and I don't know.
I feel like you're not.
He's too tall, I think.
I could see that.
What is he, like 6'5"?
He's tall, yeah. I don't know if he's
too tall.
Yeah. In the kissing booth, she's like 5 foot, and he's like, and like just the scenes of them kissing, it looks uncomfortable.
Yeah.
Like he really has to, like from the waistband down, like really.
Did you ever watch Euphoria though?
No.
I honestly, I love the like show, like the art, the like
the makeup. The costumes.
Yes. Yeah. I thought all of that was great, but the actual plot was I don't know. I guess
it's very raunchy. Like you have to watch it by yourself.
Yes.
And you got to get through the first few episodes.
That's what
But second season was pretty good.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I definitely thought second season was way better. And I'm going to keep watching it. watching it.
Oh, you're watching it. Okay.
Yeah. I'm also watching Ted Lasso right now. Guys, I'm so serious. You have to. I've been screaming at everyone in my life. You have to watch Ted Lasso.
Yeah.
It is the best show ever.
Yeah.
Like, it's, if you want, like, I know it's on Apple TV, and we don't like Apple TV.
No.
But we love Ted Lasso.
It's just so good.
It's about teamwork and leadership. And honestly, that show, I didn't know I could just cry at good sportsmanship.
Yeah. Yeah.
Good sportsmanship will make me tear up at the eye.
New episode of season 3 is out tomorrow.
I had to slow down.
Oh.
I had to slow down on watching, because in 2 days, I watched 2 seasons.
Oh my God. So you're caught up.
I'm on season 3. I'm caught up.
Wow.
But, so, yeah.
Okay.
The way you said wow is so judgmental. Wow. Listen, that's what I do. I stayed up till like 3 in the morning watching it.
Oh, is that why you were tired?
No, I'm tired because I'm working. Okay, I'm just kidding. Sorry, that was so... I am, though. I was on my grind this weekend. I really was grinding. But...
I mean, how would we have hung out this weekend if you were grinding?
Because the things that I'm doing are open to the public.
I had to get back home.
I do want to bring up... okay, this is actually from last week. This is from last week. I have 2 things to bring up in reference of last week's episode. Number 1, the 85-cent Dairy Queen. Scam. This is what happened. I go there, right? I have my mobile app or whatever. I go, hi, I'm here for, the 85-cent Blizzard. And they're like, well, it doesn't matter that you just have the app. The coupon comes in 24 hours. Come back in 24 hours for the 85-cent Blizzard. And so I had to buy my own Blizzard. A mini Blizzard, $4.
Wow.
$4 to just taste it.
That's not right.
Not right. But you know what? I texted McKayla because I was like, we're going to go get Blizzards today. Mm-hmm. Have your coupon ready.
It was like ready on my phone. Like it said scan.
They were so mean to me.
Wow.
They were so mean to me. And also the Dairy Queen we went to didn't have a bathroom. I had to walk to the gas station to pee.
Where did you go?
We went to the one in Papillion.
Oh. What?
I don't want to talk about it.
Okay.
Also, in reference to last week's episode, we were talking about fashion earlier. McKayla had issues with my guests and what they chose to wear. And I want you to know that this is a topic I've discussed with him many times. Ethan Abramson and his denim on denim
has to stop.
It's tragic.
I've
told him, if you're going to go denim on denim, you have to go light on the top, or light on the bottom, dark on the top, and you can't do a medium wash. You can't stack medium wash denim, unless you're going for that 2000s look.
Yeah. I was going to say they have to match.
They do have to match.
Yeah.
Like, exactly. And, yeah, like, it's meant to be worn together.
Yeah, I agree.
His texture of denim.
It's different. It's like a shirt that's made to look like denim, and then actual denim jeans. It has to stop. I've only seen this kid maybe 4 times. One of those times he was not wearing jean on jean. He wears jean on jean religiously, and it has to stop.
It has to stop. It is. I mean, what's crazy is, I don't mean to scare you, but I've seen denim button-up, denim overlay.
It's too much.
Denim jacket on top.
It's too much.
Crazy.
How much denim can you have?
It's crazy.
In one outfit.
It's crazy. I don't know. It's just, but you know what? At the same time, I respect that he commits to the bit.
Yeah.
He's like, this is who I am. Mm-hmm. I stack the medium wash.
Mm-hmm.
And he told me yesterday, we were doing comedy, and he told me that he found a jean jacket, a new one, a jean bomber jacket,
ooh,
for $6.50 at a JCPenney's.
Nice.
Terrific value. Wow. Terrific. That is a hell of a deal.
It's actually really nice.
That's an amazing deal. I love a good deal. Speaking of deals, I do want to go thrifting sometime.
Oh, wait, no, we can't. Okay. Yeah.
Not today.
I know. I was like,
because McKayla has me on a time restraint.
She's
busy.
First of all, we have to go pick up Julie, and then you were the one who was like, I have to leave. I have to be there at 6:30 to do music bingo.
I host music bingo every Tuesday at 7 p.m. at Rosie's downtown in Lincoln, Nebraska. Mm-hmm. It's a great time. If you want to hear me talk about music that I have never listened to a day in my life, it's super fascinating. Mm-hmm. I love, like, when they make me do, like, host for a playlist that's, like, it's all songs from the 80s.
Oh, my God. Julie would kill that.
I was born in 2001. I have no idea. And then, like, Flo Rida or Kesha or Nicki Minaj will come on, and I'll be like, all right, let's get this party going. A real banger. And then all the older people will be like,
what is that?
What?
I've never heard of Flo Rida.
Florida? Is he from Florida? Speaking of Florida, what happens in Florida?
Stays in Florida.
Stays in Florida.
Yep.
I specifically wanted to discuss on this podcast today our experience as a family in Florida. And I was told strictly never to speak about Florida.
Yeah, it stays in Florida. I mean, that's the rule. What happens in Florida stays in Florida. Can't talk about it.
So they should change it. Honestly, nothing interesting has ever happened to me in Las Vegas. But Florida?
Yeah, that's true.
Florida.
Maybe because we live there. I feel like you have to vacation there or something. Oh, well, you did.
What? Vacation in Vegas?
Yeah.
Not, like, good.
I think you just came to see us. Like,
yeah.
It wasn't like
oh, my gosh. I remember. So, we have, like, a split-up family or whatever. But I went to go visit them when they were living in Las Vegas. I had severe pneumonia. And I was being gaslit by everyone around me. Everyone was like, weak. Like, I was like, I could not breathe. And I was going through, like, the airport. And I was, like, lying to, my mom had taken me to the airport. And I was lying to her, like, I need to go poop or something. So that I could just go catch my breath on the toilet. And so then I get to Vegas. And I don't know if it was, like, one of the first days. But Dad's like, we're going on the Hoover Dam. And like, so I don't know if you've ever been on the top of the Hoover Dam. It is windy city up there. It is so windy. I was behooved. I was like, could not breathe. And then after I came back from Las Vegas, I was hospitalized for 3 days for pneumonia.
I didn't know about that.
I had a full lung. I was surviving on half of a lung.
Oh my gosh.
And I felt like everyone was like, get it together. Like, when I got to Vegas, Tammy, my stepmom, her mom, handed me like a bowl of fruit and was like, we have a lot we're gonna get done. Like, we went to a buffet. I was like stroking out.
Oh my God, Mandalay Bay. It was
Mandalay Bay is the best buffet I've ever been to
in my life.
If you want to have an obscene amount of food at 10 a.m. For prices I could never afford, go to Mandalay Bay. Yep. That is a hell of a place. That's insane. I love our family. I love our family dog. We have a dog.
First of all, we have two.
I love how I don't like addressing the other dog.
She like loves you too, first of all.
She just started loving me. We have a golden doodle named Eli, and then a
teacup Maltese named Layla.
And Layla, my first experience with this dog, she bit me on camera. I have it. I was petting her. She bit me. Ever since then, I don't acknowledge her.
She didn't like your face. You had a bad face.
I don't like hers. Small white dog.
She's so pretty.
She is pretty. I'm sorry. I take it all back.
Like, I feel
Layla,
like if you had to have a small white dog, it would be Layla.
She's fine enough. But the real star of the show is the golden doodle. Elijah David.
Surprisingly enough, people don't like Eli when they come over.
They actually don't. They think he's too,
like, whenever we have family over, like, they want Layla. They don't like Eli. He's too much.
He's too much, but he's got a good heart. He's a good guy. And I don't know. I don't know. I feel like also I love dogs. I have a love for dogs, but I don't feel like dogs per se love me. I'm dog sitting right now for a friend. And even before I came here, I went over to check on the dog. And I was sitting on the couch. Her name is Kona. She's a sweet dog. She got up off the couch and moved and hopped into another chair and just sat there and looked at me. And just did not want to be by me.
She didn't like you.
What is it? What's my vibe? What's wrong with me?
Aren't you bad with kids, too? Like, it's dogs and kids? I remember when you lived with us, specifically, we went to the zoo. We went to the Henry Dorley Zoo, and there was, like, one kid, and Jossin was like, ugh, God, I couldn't imagine having a child. God, I hate kids. And then, like, always would bring up, whenever there was a kid, Jossin would be like, I hate kids. I hate them so much. And now Jossin likes kids.
I don't like kids. I like specific kids.
Okay.
I like, if there's a kid... Oh my God. So I am a bartender at Backswing in Lincoln, Nebraska. And a lot of people know this. But people will bring their kids into the brewery, and I cannot stand it. But there is one kid that comes into the brewery that I adore. I love him. His name is Jason. You've met Jason.
Yeah, I met Jason.
Jason is the sweetest kid. He just comes in. He just wants Coke with no ice in a cup, filled it halfway because he doesn't want to spill it. And that kid is awesome. But then there's kids that come in, and they sit at the bar. They want to play the games, which we don't have kid-friendly games. I'm not giving a 3-year-old Monopoly. That's a loaded game. Or Battleship. No.
Like, that's a 3. Come on. Oh, 3.
No.
3. That's a 5-year-old's game.
Do you know how many different concepts I have to explain to a child in order to get them to understand that kind of game?
Yeah, okay, I could see that.
And so what I end up doing, we have Jenga. Jenga, but that is the worst game to give a kid.
So annoying.
Jenga is the worst game to give a kid. Because all that is going to happen is chaos. That's all you can expect from that. There's nothing to be gained. So if I do give them Jenga, I try to be like, all right, build a house. Beautiful. Yeah, I just can't. But I was a nanny for a while. You babysit.
Yeah.
She's so good with, you're really good with kids.
I really enjoy it.
And I think it's because you do have a childlike spirit to you.
I'd like to think so. Yeah, I've babysat the same kids though for like 5 years now. I've like watched them grow up.
You're like their mom.
I feel like I'm like half raising them.
Yeah, that's what it is. I nannied for a while. I actually nannied for another comedian. It was her son. Her son, so cute. Very good, well-behaved kid. He did bite me one time.
I mean, to be expected. Yeah.
But I just was like, are you freaking serious right now? I was like, I thought we loved each other. He would call me.
You gotta get a bite.
Joslyne.
Oh,
It was so cute. It was very cute. And then, yeah, I got a call. So, I'm not going to say his name, but this kid has gotten kicked out of daycare the most times I've ever seen. It was impressive. You got kicked out of daycare?
I bit people. I got kicked out of every daycare in Hampton, Virginia. Every daycare. Mom was like, I remember because she had me younger. I remember she was like crying, like, McKayla, stop biting people. Stop.
How do you fix that in a child?
I don't know.
I don't know how you make a kid. I never had a biting problem.
Oh, I bit the teacher, I bit the kids, and they were like, get out of here. You're out.
You're out.
You're out.
That's so, like, I feel like you should, I don't know. Because, like, you don't teach kids to bite. Like, that's not something that's learned. It's an instinct. So I feel like you have to be, like...
Violent instincts. I had to bite. Maybe I was still teething. I don't know. No.
That's what I'm thinking. Like, give them a teething ring.
I think I was, like, 5. Like, I was 5 biting these people. Like, my teeth had come in. Like, they were in there, and I was ready to use them. Like, I don't know. The disciplinary action sometimes of parents to these kids is, like... It's too much. Sometimes they talk to them like, if a kid gets in trouble, I've seen adults talk to them like it's like a real... They're 4! Yeah.
They're not going to remember this moment.
Yeah, I agree
Why
with
are you
that.
talking to them like that?
Yeah.
But I'm always like, I'm probably too soft. I can't discipline kids.
No, they're so cute. How could I...
I can't be like I'm always like, hey, please.
Actually, I take that back.
I beg. I go, please.
I'm like, listen here. That was not nice. That's
can't... good. That was good. Yeah,
you
had a good
That's
time.
how I talk.
Nice.
That was not nice.
Nice.
We don't hit. We don't bite. God. They're so mean.
Is that what they do?
Yes. And I'm like, you're 10. Why are you acting like this?
I remember, so me and McKayla, when we were youths, in our young, like, how old were we when we were living here? Like 5?
Probably 4 and 6.
4 and 6?
Yeah.
Yeah, and I feel like we were disciplined very differently. Mm-hmm. I feel like, honestly, I was going to say here right now that I got disciplined worse, but I've seen you.
I had ADHD as a kid. I still have it, and I was never diagnosed. So as a kid, I was just stupid.
They're like, she's weird. She's so weird.
Something's wrong with her.
Yeah, it's so chill. Well, I will say we are winding down towards the end of the podcast, and I feel like I'm so happy that I was able to have you on today because you were on the first episode of Just Jossin Around, and if you haven't heard that episode, I highly recommend you listen to it. It's so funny. We pretty much talk about very specific childhood stories that still traumatize us to this day, but honestly bring us closer together.
Yeah.
They're honestly, I'm still finding ways to like work that into my stand-up because they're so good. But yeah, thank you for coming on today. You're very funny, and please, if you want to do stand-up, don't.
Okay.
I'm just kidding. No, I think if that's something you want to do, I highly encourage you. And anyone that's listening, if you're interested in doing comedy or doing stand-up of the sort, the Omaha comedy scene page on Facebook is a good place to find all of the open mics in the area. If you're in Lincoln, that's a good place too. Any shows. We have so many great, talented local comedians, and people should be checking them out. As far as this podcast goes, please interact with the Just Jossin Around on Instagram. We had no questions today, which was super lame. Why doesn't anyone want to talk to me? I want to be talked to. So Just Jossin Around on Instagram. Please interact with that account and all that good stuff. You can follow me on Instagram at Jossin DeBonis. Do you want to shout out your socials?
I'm not a social media person. I'm not gonna do it.
Is there where can people find you in the streets? What are you up to?
In the streets? I'm at school most of the time, so UNO campus.
Yeah, please go stalk my sister on UNO campus. But no, there's so much good comedy going around. Thank you for listening. And tune back next week. We're going to have Ben Weber on the podcast. He just opened for Sam Talent over the weekend, and we're so excited and honored to have that guy. It's actually his birthday today, so happy birthday, Ben.
Ooh, happy
But,
birthday.
yeah, that's all for today. Thank you.
Wait. I forgot to show you the Instagram page.
Yes! Please, 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 please.
This is her. I ran it with my best friend back in 2014, but there she is.
Oh, my
And... like, you can't tell me this is not the best couple.
No, you're making valid points. I'm hearing you out.
Oh my God, I said
follow.
the caption, The Amazing Spiderman 2 comes out in 43 days. That's how invested I was.
Like each day had its own.
Do you want to share the ad? I think you should.
Yeah, it's Emma_Stonefield. That was their ship name. So
Ignore everything I said about following live comedy. Please follow Emma_Stonefield on Instagram.
I'm at 79. You could be the 80th.
I would love to. It'd be an honor.
Yeah.
81?
I'll take it. I'll take 81.
Perfect.
I appreciate it.
Yes. That was awesome. Thank you, Grace.